What up, everybody? Resale Ryan here. For those of y'all who don't know me, I buy things to flip for profits online and in person. In this video, I'm going to show you guys some of the things that have been helping me cool off this summer slowdown. And I also stopped by at a GameStop and picked some things up there. If y'all are interested in that, y'all stay tuned. And if you learned something in this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. First sale, Need for Speed Underground 2. This one had a pretty rough disc. But it is complete and it does still work. And we got $17.99 for that. Next up was Mortal Kombat 2. And that's complete in box for the Super Nintendo. Pretty decent box. Not a whole lot of damage. Maybe like a little bit of wear, you know, on the top and the bottom. But it's fully complete. It works fine. And that went for $51.99. Our next sale, Blitz the League 2. For those who don't know, this is a huge bolo. This went for $79.99. That was disc only. And the disc really isn't just beautiful. Wow. It's a little rough, but they know what they were getting into. I actually ordered a JFJ Easy Pro. So hopefully I'll figure out how to work it soon as it comes in. And hopefully we'll have some nice discs. This was a lot of Bill Nye the Science Guy DVDs. There were 10 of them in total. This sold for $64.99. These are great for kids. I mean, everybody knows what these are. These were so awesome. I learned so much from Bill. This is another thing I like to sell. PC games. You know, everybody's all about the video games, but nobody is really talking about the PC games. If you definitely come across them, especially the older stuff, not so much the newer stuff, you might want to comp it, you know? Check out what it's going for. This one was sealed, and this went for 29 bucks. So not too bad. I think I paid like $3. All right, and our next sale up was a compilation game, Soul Nomad and Phantom Brave. I'm not very familiar with either of these games, to be honest with you. But it went for $36.99. 44 years of Fantastic Four. That is a DVD-ROM. Yeah, I guess it's got like all the comic books on a DVD. I'm not sure how that works out, if that's just like an audio book on DVD or what that is. But we got $39.99 out of it, so I'm not complaining. And this is another one I'm not familiar with. I think it sounds weird. Remothered Tormented Fathers. That just sounds kind of weird to me. But apparently it's a good game. Horror stuff usually does pretty well as far as video games go. And that went for $31.99. Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. And that went for $36.99. Onimusha Warlords for the PS4. That sold for $28.99. And our next sale, I was actually pretty excited about this one here. I used to watch this as a lot growing up as a kid, like in school. But I watch it now and it just doesn't quite hit the same. But nonetheless, I think it's still very cool. And that is the Strong Bad email collection. The first 100 Strong Bad emails, which were the best in my opinion. And that went for $37.59, kind of a weird price. I send out 6% off best offers after like a couple days of it being listed. I think this was only listed maybe 2 days. I sent that offer kind of quick, and somebody took me up on it. Witch Spring 3 Refine for the Nintendo Switch. That sold for, this was another best offer, $34.77. Now that Mario Party, it looks like it's partied a little too much in its life. But these two fine DS games went for $20.30 free shipping. I do free shipping on all my orders, because that's how I feel things should be. This case is a little janky, but that is Minecraft Story Mode, the complete adventure for Xbox One disc only. There's a little bit of weird like bleach stain or something there. It looks like maybe somebody tried to clean it with a magic eraser and rubbing alcohol or something. I don't know. And we got $33.99 out of that. She-Ra, Princess of Power, Season 2 DVD. I love selling anime. Anime sells great. If you see Anime in the Wild, definitely look it up, see what it's worth. And this one sold for $65.79. Samurai Warriors 5 for Xbox One. And that went for $28.99. Alright, and last but not least, Fallout, a post-nuclear role-playing game. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, PC stuff has been selling great for me. And I got $37.99 out of this. So we ended up with a 2.5 day total of $727 in sales. So far we've got 17.2% of that in eBay fees. You guys, I don't mean to talk trash on eBay, but fees are getting outrageous. I haven't even shipped these out, so that's probably gonna be, 25, 27, maybe on up to 30% by the time I ship those out. But I'll save that for another video. Almost forgot to mention this. I don't normally deal in TVs. It had the remote. I thought the little channel and volume buttons were kind of cool. They remind me of a Super Nintendo controller, so I thought that was pretty sweet. And it also had these manuals with it. But I know for 20 bucks that this was a steal. I'm hoping to maybe flip it for 75 bucks back on Marketplace. That'd be a nice $5 profit. Not much time invested. Hopefully it works out great. I will let y'all know how that goes. Alright guys, for the second portion of this video, I stopped in at a GameStop to see if I could find any games that I could flip online. And I ended up with a decent little haul, if I don't say so myself. When I go into a GameStop, I am looking for games that are in above average condition. Right now, there's the FOMO with Xbox 360. And surprisingly, well, maybe unsurprisingly, PS3 is kind of tailing along with that because they were the same generation. I mean, you either took the blue pill or the red pill back then. PS3 stuff, I think, will be on a rise this year and in the future as well. I'm not sure about the PS Network or anything. I wasn't ever a PlayStation guy at all. I was an N64 baby. That was my favorite console. I for the most part stuck with the Nintendo franchise. I branched out to the Xbox franchise a little bit, but I don't know. I never really got past the Xbox 360. Guys, without further ado, let's see what we got. The first pickup I had was Pac-Man World 3. I don't really know a whole lot about it. I mean, it's Pac-Man. I mean, what is there to know? I remember the Pac-Man on 64 was much different than your typical Pac-Man. So I don't know what this one's all about, if there's anything special in this one. But it was $6.99. I thought that was a great price, so I copped it. Now, I mentioned the Xbox 360 store is closing. As we all know. I've kind of been holding back the Xbox 360 stuff that I've been getting in. My plan is to hold on to it until around October, maybe November, and hopefully there's a little bit more of a price increase between that time. I picked this up with my Pro member. It was $23.74 plus tax, but it came complete. Great manual. Also a great disc. I was very happy about this one. Transformers Cybertron for the Xbox 360, and that was $17.09 with the Pro membership. This is disc only, of course, but I think ooh, that's a little nasty there. I didn't see that. Once you get your disc there, they're like, okay, here you go, bye. And you want to get out of the store. So I don't always check in the store, but I will make sure this works. Fear 3, horror stuff, generally pretty good. If you can find games that have all their inserts, that adds value. Look at that, man. Like, oh my God, was this opened inside the store or what? Excellent disc. So for $6.99, I thought that was a great price. All right, and our next game up, Dragon Age Ultimate Edition for the PS3. Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. Excuse me. And that was $14.24. You know, same story. It's got it's got all the inserts, manual. Everything is beautiful. Probably from the same person, if I had to guess. That was $14.99. The GameStop employee recommended that I check this game out. If I don't check anything else out, to check this one out. So that's what I'm going to do. And I will give y'all a review on a later video about that one. And the next up was Ace Combat Assault Horizon. Another PS3 game. Not like super valuable, but it was complete. It's got that little marker on the disc that kind of sucks. But for $4.99, I thought that was a decent price. Eventually I may end up selling again in a flea market type of atmosphere. I used to sell at the Canton Trade Days in Canton, Texas. I've been kind of stockpiling some things, hoping to get back out there. This one is not like super valuable or anything. Maybe it'll go up in time. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but this is another one that was fully complete with all the inserts. Nice disc, so you know, I'm happy with that at $6.99. And last but not least, Spike Volleyball for the PlayStation 4. I don't know a lot about this game. I mean, I'm sure it's just a pretty basic volleyball game. But I know this one's worth a little bit for some reason or another. So I copped it. Alright guys, check this out. The coolest pickup that I got the other day from GameStop was not a game. The coolest pickup was what the games came in. And that was this custom Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl promo bag. I don't know if they were giving this out to everybody a couple years ago. I didn't used to shop at GameStop a whole lot because my understanding was everything was overpriced, and anytime I went in there, that was kind of how it felt. But GameStop, let me tell you, I won't get on my soapbox for very long. GameStop has a lot of products that are priced right. So if you're a gamer, I recommend going in there and checking it out. But this bag has an all over print. It's so sweet. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I mean, it's obviously not something you could sell maybe like in 20 years, but it's not even in like great condition. But it is still pretty sweet, nonetheless. GameStop, give us more bags like this. But anyways, that concludes this video. Appreciate y'all for watching.